What's up, YouTubers? It's King Alliance here. It's early in the morning, got myself some coffee, and we're going to be installing carbon fiber front lip spoiler and a carbon fiber splitter today. Bam! So in today's video, we're going to be installing the front lip spoiler as well as the front splitter. You may remember from a past video a picture of all the carbon fiber pieces that I got for the car. Well, I finally got around to installing it. We had a little bit of snow, cold weather, and then I had to go and get the right tools to install it. It wasn't really a big deal. So the front splitter is super easy to install. It takes about 30 seconds. You just got to make sure that you get it all the way on the grill or all the way on the front bumper by the time the double-sided 3M tape actually adheres to the bumper. The front lip spoiler, a little bit more difficult. I just try to use the double-sided 3M tape and 2 clip screws that connect the bumper to the undercarriage. ECS just says, hey, you can screw those in and use the double-sided tape. It'll work, but we recommend using the self-tapping screws. So after about a day and a half of driving around without the self-tapping screws in, just having the 2 screws from the bumper and the double-sided tape, we had a lot of rain. Looked down at the bumper and the left side tape was no longer sticking, completely wet. It was not dragged along on the road. It did not break. I got shit lucky. So I took it off as soon as possible and went out and got the right tools that I needed to make sure I can install the spoiler to the bumper without any issues, without cracking the fiberglass. Also, by the way, the rear diffuser, the splitter, and the spoiler, I have all the links down below. I got them all from ECS Tuning. Once again, shipping was amazing and I got it within a couple days of ordering. If you have any questions about any of them that I don't mention in the videos, let me know, post a comment, whatever you gotta do. All right, so the first thing we're doing today, since we're doing some drilling, get this lined up, taped onto the bumper. That way I can mark where the holes are gonna be. I'll take the tape off, get the drill holes in there, tape it back on, and put the screws on. Now we gotta get the car jacked up so we have some room to start drilling. To start off, I have the hole punch and just going along the front bumper where the holes in the spoiler are, and there are 6 holes. Okay, right here on the second hole where I'm about to start using the hole punch, you can see when I hit the hammer there's a small gap between the spoiler and the bumper, because that doesn't allow me to have a good drilling hole. So what I need to do is I push the spoiler up against the front bumper so that it's flush, and once it's flush then I'll set the mark with the hole punch. Make sure that the hole punch is entirely through the carbon fiber spoiler and you're not going to actually end up hammering it into the spoiler. The tabs come out to screw into the bottom. When they're screwed in, it's not completely lined up. It's not lined up as perfect as I would like it to be. So the self-tapping screws allow me to line it up perfectly and also to ensure the fact that the carbon fiber spoiler is going to stick to the fiberglass and it's going to look amazing. So I'm going to remove the spoiler. That way when I'm drilling, I don't damage the carbon fiber at all. Alright, so I didn't have the best view when I was drilling. I should have moved the camera to the side of the vehicle so you could at least see me drilling through the fiberglass. For the hardware for the install, just got these at Walmart, like $1 a piece. Number 10 screws. These are self-tapping screws. I also have these washers here. They're just metal washers, number 10s. And you might want to use a rubber washer instead. I would say if you have the rubber washer, it's a tighter seal, better fitment. The drill bit that I used for it was a 1/8 drill bit, and all I did was line the point up with the hole punch mark and take it extremely slow and make sure that I hold the drill bit right in place with 2 hands, so that once I start to slowly push the drill bit into the fiberglass, once I got the drill bit through, I did make sure to reverse the drill and slowly pull it out. That way I wasn't actually pulling down on the fiberglass, it was just slowly moving out of the fiberglass and taking any of the extra fiberglass that drilled through it out. But like I said, just take it slow. Next thing you want to do is put the spoiler back on the vehicle. If you have both bolts, connect the bolts underneath the undercarriage. Use some tape as well and make sure it sticks exactly where you want it. Now what made it a little bit easier when I was screwing these self-tapping screws in is I have a right angle driver on my drill. Once I start to drill the self-tapping screws into the fiberglass, I only screw the self-tapping screws about halfway. That way they still have some room to kind of move millimeter at a time. You're not making drastic changes at this point. You already have the holes drilled. You just want to make sure that it's exactly how you want it to be. Very minute details. And then also, the main thing about that is you want to make sure not to use the drill to screw it in all the way, because you can actually over tighten it and carbon fiber will crack even if you're using the washers. So once you drill about halfway, just get a Phillips, hand tighten it. Make sure you push up on the spoiler so that any gaps are filled. Go around, do the 6, about 3/4, start back at the beginning. You don't want to hear any cracking. That means you've tightened it way too much. You don't have to use muscle. Just once it starts to slow it down and you can't easily turn it in again, move on to the next one and then come back to the first one again. And if there's some looseness there, just tighten it up, but don't over tighten it. Perfect. Perfect. As you can see, I have the splitter on there. I have the spoiler on there. And I have the diffuser on there. All carbon fiber, all from ECS Tuning. The diffuser I had on probably about 2 weeks now, holding up perfectly fine. Every time I look at my car, I just get excited. And now I have the front spoiler on and the splitter. Oh my gosh, that's looking amazing. The job that ECS Tuning does in lining up that spoiler in the front is, wow, very well done. Oh yeah. Jazz hands. All right, everyone, so that does it. We got the splitter, we got the spoiler, and the diffuser all done on the B8 S4. ECS Tuning, great products. Thank you so much. I'll be continuing to shop with you. Once again, if you have any questions, make sure to comment below. Subscribe for new videos. I have new content coming every week. And make sure to check out some of my other videos right here. Thanks a lot. This is King Lions.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for coming.
Peace.